Do you like CMF series? No, I'm not talking about the custom ones we have here on the channel. I'm talking about the official CMF series LEGO releases. Well, push down all your LEGO tiles because we're going to break down every character supposedly releasing in January. Hello Internet and welcome to LEGO Theory, the show that will probably have a longer run than the failed Swamp Thing show on the DC streaming service. In today's first episode, I'm going to go over where and what the rumor is about the DC CMF series coming out in January. What if I told you we already knew some of the characters appearing in the series, and it's been right in front of our faces the whole time? First things first, we need to start with what CMF stands for. A lot of times in the comments, I see people asking what it means and misusing the phrase CMF. Well, CMF stands for collectible minifigure, so put that together with series or draft and you've got yourself a collectible minifigure series. Early this past month, I made a video talking about the rumored DC CMF series, supposedly releasing in January of 2020. The rumor came from an accredited LEGO leaker and news source on Instagram by the user LegoGo, who claims that out of the 3 CMF series releasing in 2020, one of which being a regular CMF series, which will be the 20th series, January will be seeing DC superheroes getting a 3rd CMF series. What do I mean by 3rd? Well, technically, this will be the 3rd time that DC is getting a series. We had 2 Batman CMF series, the 2nd series supposedly sold horribly, and the 1st series being overproduced and warming shelves 2 years later, allowing yours truly to pick up a ton of them for as little as 63 cents. That's less than 20% of the original price of one bag. But why bring all this up? Well, as much as I love DC, and hence the name Ashnflash, I don't think that logically it makes sense to give the property a 3rd series. This to me gives the rumor less credibility given DC's previous track record. Now I know you don't want a history lesson on the past LEGO CMF series and everything, you want to get to the good stuff. Who will the 20 figures be in the series if it winds up happening? Well, the answer actually comes from some official trading cards for LEGO Batman that released back in May by a German company named Blue Ocean. The official name of the trading cards series is LEGO Batman Trading Cards Series 1. The series is actually available in German and English prints and can be found on eBay if you're wanting to get it. I don't think that you could purchase it anymore from there. What is interesting about the cards is that besides there being cards with characters like Batman, the Joker, and even some cards with characters besides Batman, characters like Wonder Woman and Darkseid, there are cards with characters that we've never even gotten before, which might give us both an early look at what the minifigures might look like in the CMF series, as well as giving us a bit of insight into who LEGO thinks is popular enough to be made into cards for collectors to go out and get. There's a really blurry image of them all, of what Google Translate calls a map. The first character that we actually see is Superboy, and I know, yes, he was in the very rare Target cube, but he's in a very different outfit here. He's in his new 52 outfit, which makes it a little bit less likely for him to actually be included in the series, given that all the characters who appeared in the new wave of Batman sets actually have their outfits based off of appearances from Rebirth, the current run of DC Comics. He actually has a very important series right now with Damian Wayne, so I can really see him being included in here in a different outfit than the one that we're actually seeing here, and different than the one that came in the cube. Wonder Girl is here, and given her presence in both Young Justice Season 3 and her future appearance in Titans Season 2, it makes a lot of sense for her to be included in the series given her popularity. Same goes for Kid Flash, who has been on The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow and of course Young Justice. And next, we also have Chip, the Green Lantern. He could probably be in the series, but as an accessory, not as his own character. Maybe with Guy Gardner, a very popular Green Lantern that we've never gotten before in minifigure form. Continuing through, we have another 3 on the bottom row. We have the Atom, Red Tornado, and Zatanna. All really good choices who I think would make a lot of sense to be included given their obscurity / popularity. What I mean by that is, of course, that they're obscure to everyone who doesn't know DC, but really popular to the DC community. Now on to the villains. There aren't too many actually here for the trading cards. The one that sticks out to me is Doomsday, but he's a big figure, so I really doubt that they'll start including big figures in CMF series. Atrocitus is here, but in a minifigure form, not a big figure. He's actually the leader of the Red Lantern Corps, so he's a really great villain to include, and he was actually the main villain of a direct-to-DVD LEGO movie. And then we've also got Bizarro and Bizarro Lantern. I could see Bizarro being in the series since we've only gotten him in an SDCC figure before, and Bizarro Lantern is really only included here because of his appearance in one of the first direct-to-DVD LEGO movies. I think that he's really unlikely to be included, especially given the fact that Guy Gardner isn't even one of the cards, so I think that it would be a wasted spot to include Bizarro Lantern if you don't have Guy Gardner. So assuming that these characters would appear in the CMF series, seeing as LEGO thought that they would make good trading cards in a LEGO Batman series, we're going to add them to the list of what will probably be 20 characters, just like we've gotten in the past with the other Batman CMF series and other licensed properties. That leaves us with only 12 spots, so if we only include Superboy, Wonder Girl, Kid Flash, the Atom, Red Tornado, Zatanna, Atrocitus, and Bizarro, with Bizarro and Superboy being the least likely, that leaves us with 12 more spots to fill up. Most logically, the Trinity will be included in the series in some variation, Wonder Woman and Superman probably in their rebirth attire since we haven't gotten that yet. Batman, he'll just have some other suit. Now, just like the recent sets and the trading cards, I'm sure that the series will be marketed under Batman, so that means that we can expect a few more spots to be taken up by Batman characters. The Joker would probably be in the series, as much as I wouldn't want him in it since we just got him in a set. He is a big draw, so I'm adding him here to the list. And of course, his partner Harley Quinn has very similar popularity, and seeing as we didn't get her in her regular rebirth outfit in the new sets, I can really see her being in the series, so I'm going to add her to the list as well. Another good DC villain to include would be Lex Luthor, but we got his rebirth outfit as a polybag for the LEGO DC Supervillains video game promotion, so I think that that rules him out of being in the series. To me, I think a for sure character to be in the series is the Batman villain Hush. There was just a movie based around the character, and he's a character that is too obscure to carry his own set and would make a good person to have in a CMF series. Now, this next one is kind of unlikely, but again falls under the same sort of umbrella of not being able to carry their own set or draw people in. It's Scarface and the Ventriloquist, and TT Games perfected them in LEGO DC Supervillains, and it would be great for a series and is a huge fan favorite to the Batman and DC superheroes community. Now, there's only 5 spots left, and I think that the series needs a big name DC supervillain besides the Joker. So I think that Deathstroke would be a great inclusion. He's in like every TV show, so I think that he's really popular enough to include here and could use a cool update like they gave him in LEGO DC Supervillains. Given the popularity of Shazam, I think that Black Adam would be a perfect choice to be in the series. And there isn't enough female villains in the series, so I think that Livewire is a good villain to include that we haven't gotten yet, but I think deserves a spot in it. Now, I think that that's enough of the villains for the series. We need 2 more big popular DC superheroes to be included here. So I think that Booster Gold and Dr. Fate would be perfect for the series. Not too well known, but perfect for CMF series. Of course, this could all wind up to actually be fake, and the series might not even come, but I figured that I'd put this video together to actually show you my predictions, as well as using a little bit of facts and science, of course, in this theory video to prove who will be coming in the DC CMF series in January. But hey, that's just a theory, a LEGO theory, and click. Well, this is normally the part of the episode where Matt Pat sits down and he talks about the sponsor of the episode that week. Yeah, I'll stop doing my really high-pitched voice and go back to my normal tone. This is actually a lot of fun to make. I kind of had this idea. I have a couple more ideas for videos like this in the future when it comes to LEGO-related things. And if you don't know, this is actually just me putting on this little thing. I tried my best to do really fancy animations and different things in the whole video because this is supposed to be like game theory and film theory. If you haven't checked out the channels, I'll link them down below. They're really great, and Matt Pat's really funny guy. And, you know, I really recommend the channels, and I figured that I'd put together this little spoof of a video to talk about this rumor. Justin was actually the one who sent me a picture of Wonder Girl and was like, what is this from? And while a lot of the renders are actually from like past video games and different things, not necessarily just from the DC Supervillains game, the most recent game, I thought that it was still important, and I think that it is really interesting, and it gives us a big insight into what LEGO is actually thinking would be good enough for people to want to go out and to collect. So I think that it actually legitimately could be a lot of proof for what potentially the CMF series could include. And you know what, when I'm actually making my own series, I try my best to think logically of who the most popular characters are. So that's why a lot of the times here that you're seeing in this video specifically, when I'm talking about the predictions, that they are from my own series for the DC Supervillains one, because I think that those characters are really important that we haven't gotten yet. I know that it's been something that a lot of other people in the community have talked about. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy this silly little video. I will try and do more of this in the future and have one for sure locked in for an idea that I want to do. So let me know if you do want to see more of these in the future. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.